The Coaster Critic.
Hello coaster fans, today I'll be reviewing Vortex at Kings Island. Some quick background information before we get started. Vortex opened in 1987. When it first opened, it set 3 records for the tallest and highest drop and had the most inversions, which it has 6, including the popular back-to-back loop. So here's how this review is going to work. I'll give it a score on a scale of 1 to 10 based on 7 categories. Those categories are height, speed, and duration, which are all based on the stats, the drop, the intensity, the smoothness of the coaster, and the theming. I will also talk about the popularity of this ride, but it will not count against the final score. At the end of the review, I will add it up and give it a score out of 70, but I'll also give it an overall score based on my personal opinion. So let's get started. The first category is the height. Vortex has a height of 148 feet. Not super tall, but it's not small either. Therefore, I'll be receiving a 6. Next up is the speed. Vortex reaches a max speed of 55 miles per hour. For that, it will be receiving a 4. Slow, but you don't realize it due to the intensity of the ride. Next up is duration. Vortex has a time of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a pretty long ride, so it will be receiving an 8. Next is the drop. It has a little pre-drop, which shortens the drop, so therefore I'll be receiving a 5. Still a pretty good drop, though. Next, we have intensity. It is a very intense coaster, much more intense than I expected, so I'll be receiving an 8. It is inversion after inversion. Next up, we have smoothness. Smoothness, it will be receiving a 4. It is average, but can be some headbanging at times, because it is an old coaster. Next up is theming. Theming, it will get a 1. No theming at all. Not even in the queue. But again, it is an old coaster. Last, I'll talk about popularity. I've been there twice, and each time the wait was not super long. The most I've waited for the ride is 20 minutes. Maybe I just went on a not busy day. Also, the ride is kind of in the middle of the park, so you cannot miss it, which I think is a good location for this ride. You also have to consider it is an old ride. So after adding up all the categories, Vortex comes out with a score of 36 out of 70. Not a bad score. Personally, I would give this ride a 5 out of 10. It is a good ride, but there are certainly better rides at the park. So that does it for my review on Vortex at Kings Island. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more reviews and coaster videos.